Jeff Groban. I said Jeff Groban.
Wait, I'm supposed to. Okay.
Josh Groban? Is that his name?
His name is Joshua Groban.
Joshua.
It's not. It's. I'm sure.
Are you
it's,
on
I'm
that
sure,
kind of name basis?
I did sing a solo of one of his songs at graduation, and I didn't even graduate, so it was a pretty important moment.
Still can't see the Three Stooges. I'm not happy about that. I lowered the pictures. I wanted to see. Patrick,
you're gonna have to put them like comically low, like where when you walk in the room, you're like, "Why do you have your pictures down this low?"
Tilt that.
Can we turn Steve-O down?
As you
said. Here, I can turn me down. There,
you can turn.
I'll turn me down. I'll turn me down.
Turn you down.
I'll turn me down.
Just tilt the screen back a little bit. Just tilt the screen. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah,
you you can see it now.
There we go. There we go.
Am I good?
You good? Sounds good. So Jeff Groban.
Jeff Groban, yeah.
Jeff Groban.
Yeah, that's his.
Hi, I'm Jeff Groban, and I have a song called "The Vagina's Too Tight for Me." Hope y'all like it.
And the sequel part 2 is oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh
I came
shit.
in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's called Oh Shit, Sorry.
Did I put the condom?
Sorry, this never happens.
We didn't even get to the condom part.
This is
shit.
Josh Groban's brother, Jeff Groban.
Jeff Groban.
Yeah.
Jeff Groban.
It's too
It's
tight.
his cousin. Jeff Groban.
Second cousin.
The retarded cousin that lives under the basement.
No, that's Gene.
Like
Under the basement?
Under
What's
the
under
basement.
the basement?
Just dirt.
Basement 2.
That's
The
how bad of a
catacombs.
retarded person it is.
The catacombs.
They keep them underneath the basement.
That's some real verbal assault, Patrick.
So for all the hardcore fans that like watching the stream, we're late today because both us and Steve-O were waiting on each other. Steve-O was waiting on us, and we were waiting on him.
Because he lives in Florida.
We just never got the cue we would normally get from
We
him.
didn't. We thought he said he was still at work. He didn't.
We'd had some back and forth on our like text thread, and Dave said something. Actually, he said something rather wise, but Bekah and I kind of ruined it with reading it wrong.
Yeah,
yeah. It was actually pretty good. So do you want to just say it so I don't have to look it up, Dave?
On the
my thing.
A little bit more. Yeah, that's good.
I was just being funny.
Well, yeah, but it was good. It actually was good, but then we ruined it.
Let me see. I had to find it.
Oh, I've got it.
It's right here.
It's in my head now.
Oh, it's in your head. It was that bad.
Yeah, because I only save room in my head for things that are that bad.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. If the wind of social change is blowing, avoid being a flag. Instead, become a sail.
And I thought he said become a snail.
Yeah, she just responds, the slimier the better. and that only affirmed that what I thought that I had read, and which was instead of becoming a flag, become a snail. And then Dave made fun of us and said,
"Yeah,
I don't know, Dave. I see that quote and I think of the French Revolution and people constructing guillotines.
You know what I thought it was when I first seen that? I thought that was like kind of like your suicide note for some reason. I was like, okay.
World's changing and I can't be in it anymore.
I'm just going to be a snail.
I've decided to become a sail and just float on in the sky.
I was trying to make sense of it. Like, just take your time, man. Don't blow like the flag does at the top of the pole, man. Just be like a snail. Be grounded. You know, be intimate with the ground.
Close to the ground as you can get, and you're not getting off of it.
Slow and easy.
You're even more stationary than a flag somehow.
Keeping sodium out of your diet.
And I was like, man, they completely just, it's ruined. It's like someone just took the punchline and you're just like, knock, knock, shut up.
So Dave, let me ask you this. This is a quote that you came up with. Okay.
Well,
so
it's just something I was thinking
when
about.
when the social winds are changing, is what you said.
Yeah.
Instead of being a flag, become a sail. So you are saying, don't stand your ground. Don't. You're saying like learn to move along with it.
No,
No,
I thought it was the
the
opposite.
flag is if you're moving like a flag, you're all showing your colors, but you're flopping in the wind. You really don't have any direction.
You're being buffeted by the change.
and the wind is what is moving you.
Yeah.
But with the sail, being that it has rigidity and form,
Structure.
is forward momentum and progress. So whatever, if you really want to get on some bandwagon, get on the bandwagon and make a sail out of it instead of flopping back and forth from one social justice warrior position to the next.
Listen, Dave, if you shit talk social justice warriors, I will agree with anything you say.
Don't you start making him agree with you, Dave.
Yeah, the more that I hear, the happier I am.
So that's where it was coming from. I mean, I was trying to decide between 3 channels that I routinely watch, and I was, skimming the channels and the commercials that were coming on. There was a couple political commercials and some other things, and I'm paying a lot of attention to the types of commercials and folks in them. Somehow that's been sticking out in my mind, and the messages behind the messages, if there are any, some of them are just stupid, but I thought, man, you'll just jump on any damn bandwagon that is that weak. Kind of like I play video games. It feels like it's a Grand Theft Auto week, okay? And you play Grand Theft Auto, and the next week
you're like, do I enjoy this? I don't know, but that's what
I enjoyed it last week.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna do something different this week. I mean,
Destiny.
I would say join a book club, but it seems like you can't even stick to the book. I mean, maybe a baking club.
Baking club.
Yeah,
is that a
I'd
thing?
do it.
Yeah,
sure,
it's
it's a thing.
We have a keto baking club.
I would.
that'd be cool.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's because I guess the Me Too movement is kind of hung on, and I'm not saying anything bad here. I just noticed that at one of some award show, which I don't watch, but it was some big award show, some of the kids from the high school in Florida sung a song.
Yeah.
The shooting victims, they sung a song.
Yeah.
And at this award show, and I went, oh, they seem to have done a good job with that, just because I saw the clip. And then how they framed all of that, where they were showing, if they just showed the clip and said, look what a good job they did.
Yeah.
You'd go,
good job. We are the world.
Yeah.
Was that
We
the
dodged
song?
the bullets.
No, it was some song from the
We
Broadway
dodged
play
the
Rent.
bullets, and now we can sing for you.
But
I know all the songs.
the way
from
they
Rent.
framed it after that was, I thought, why are you going in this direction? It seemed like they were just the focal point of why that piece that they were doing was just to keep momentum for the gun cause.
Yeah, NRA, you're hateful murderers. If you,
I think that's all it was. There hasn't been a shooting in the
Yeah.
last few weeks, so we're starting to lose momentum. And I'm sorry to say that, but I understand that they want to be in the foreground. But I was just noticing that was the way it was, and next week it'll be some other movement or some other person, and hence the flag flopping in the wind.
Did they have any talent?
Oh, it was a good job. I thought that.
Oh,
Those
how
kids
lucky.
are trying to launch their careers right now.
They really did
What
their
song was
best.
I don't
Rent.
know.
I have
What?
a song from Rent tattooed on me. Maybe it was that song.
You do?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
What? You don't know?
I mean, you have tattoos. I don't know what they're for. Which one is it?
It's this one.
The one on your boobie. That one.
One on your booby.
The way
On
he
your boobie.
said it sounded like he was You didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Someone take his bubble gum or something.
Yeah, he's like an 8-year-old.
You booby.
Booby.
You baby.
Your booby.
Yeah, that one. It says no day but today. That's one of the things from Rent. And it's an hourglass.
I mean, I knew it was an hourglass. I didn't know it was from Rent.
It's just on your booby.
It's on your booby.
Your booby.
Oh wait, I'm getting a report right now. We're having the feed come in. Yes,
Yes, we're coming at you live Singapore for the Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un
What?
summit.
This guy must be from CNN.
We're coming at you live, Singapore 2010 summit between the United States and North and/or South Korea.
North, what?
Coming at you live, Singapore 1997.
We need cue cards for this guy.
Coming at you
you.
live.
Thank you. He must be from CNN. Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
Donald
F
J.
you,
Trump.
Trump.
We're here in Singapore. I'm very happy to be here. We're here with my good friend Kim Jong Un. Say hi, Mr. Un.
Hi, Mr. Un.
Anyway, before we get started, I want everybody to stand up straight. Let's get the lighting really good. Stand up straight so we all look nice and slim and everybody's looking svelte. Everybody's looking thin. Good lighting. But anyway, I'm happy to be here today. I gotta say, I shook Chairman Kim's hand today, and I gotta say that hand was very powerful. We had a very strong grip. I thought as soon as I shook his hand, I thought, this guy has grabbed a lot of virginal Korean pussy, a whole lot of virginal Korean pussy, and I thought, he's got harem. This guy is literally has harems in North Korea, and I thought, hey, we could have a harem in the White House, couldn't we? Can we have a harem in the White House? Chairman Kim, tell me about your harems.
Oh, they're very good. I have many in different provinces. Northern harem, southern harem, nuclear bunker harem.
Chairman Kim, I gotta say, you sound a lot different than I thought you would. You're so deep. It must have been all that kimchi and barbecue we had before the meeting. You know, when you, me, Dennis Rodman, we got together, we played some NBA Jam and took some huge bong rips, and we ate all that kimchi and barbecue. It was beautiful for world peace.
Oh, yeah, it was very, very, very much fun.
Okay, I'm thinking let's just nuke this whole conference right now. I'm thinking I was looking for nuclear peace.
Mr. President.
Question.
In the United States, we all remember that time that you called Mr. Un fat. I was wondering, do you think he still looks fat today? And
No,
how does he feel?
That actually, that hurt my feeling.
No, I gotta say, now that I see him in person, they'd say the camera adds 10 pounds. I met him in person. I shook his hand. Now his hand had a good, strong, large grip. It was very meaty. But I gotta say, I look at him right now, and all I see dragon energy. I see power. I don't see fat.
I read back. It's
Slimming, yeah. And I showed him my my limo. I showed him the limo. He looked inside. He saw the hot tub. He saw the hookers. I have a McDonald's in that limo. He saw the McDonald's, and he didn't even want a Big Mac. He didn't even want a Big Mac.
It's Golden Arch.
Mr. President, this is Bob Rancor from CNN.
Yes, Bob. Bob, you're one of my favorites. How
Thanks.
you doing, Bob?
Thanks. Doing great. I'm just wondering, when are you planning on landing a McDonald's in North Korea?
Yes.
Mr. Un is obviously interested.
Very excited.
I think the plans right now. The first one will be in Kim Jong Un's harem. We'll have a McDonald's in there so he can get everything he needs, one-stop shopping. And then we're gonna go to Pyongyang. We're gonna have a Trump Tower, and in the bottom floor we're gonna have a McDonald's. And then
Golf course.
we'll have a golf course. And then second floor we'll also have a McDonald's. We'll have another McDonald's. And I'm also hearing that Starbucks is going to move in. They're going to move
Mr.
right in. They're going to help the Koreans with the diversity training.
Mr. President, with all of the crumbling infrastructure there, really it's best to probably just tear down the whole all those old buildings. And there's been rumors going around that you were just going to drop a nuke and just kind of flatten that whole area in the middle of Pyongyang. Is that true? And Mr. Un, how do you feel about that?
Well, that was my plan, but I talked to my people, and they said there was a concern about nuclear fallout. So what I thought was, what we'll do, we'll go in, we'll bulldoze what we have to, we'll go into the gulags, we'll turn the gulags into luxury resorts. You go in, it's already got bedding, we've got farmland, we have, we can turn. There are lots of pits dug around the perimeter. We'll turn those into swimming pools. We'll get the bodies out. We'll turn them into swimming pools.
Also, one more thing. So North Korea still has one of our old Navy ships from the Korean War, and I'm wondering, has there been any talk of actually giving that back?
Oh no, it's big ship. No, we no, it's a deal breaker.
I heard at one point that North Korea did capture
It's big ship.
a dinghy-sized battleship as a gesture of goodwill to Chairman Kim, my new friend, who did do huge bong rips with me and did feed me a lot of kimchi. We will allow him to keep that amazing, glorious United States Navy ship. You will keep that in memory of your former victory, but we are moving on to a new victory with North Korea and the United States.
You put in Trump Tower.
Yeah, Trump Tower. There will be an NBA Jam machine on every floor.
No, you
Mr. Trump,
you put ship in Trump Tower.
Which version of NBA Jam are we using?
Oh, we're going classic. We're going all the way back to
Classic.
Yeah, original arcade machine from the 90s.
What's up, a brick?
Exactly. We played, and of course, I picked Bill Clinton. I was Bill Clinton.
Nice choice.
Dennis Rodman.
For that. That's impressive.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman played himself. Kim, who did you play?
Larry Bird.
Mr. President.
Yeah, who?
Jeff Gropin, CNN.
Jeff Gropin. We're in a new day and age. Gender doesn't matter. Go ahead.
President Trump, did you really say you want a harem in the White House?
Yeah, he said it.
Where are you from? Are you from? Let me guess. CNN.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was just sarcasm. Next question.
So there's been this.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Hold on.
Wait a second.
Quiet, you obnoxious woman. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
there's been this plague that's been spreading pretty much globally, and we're worried that with South Korea and North Korea joining back together, that K-pop will spread even more.
Oh, I like K-pop. K-pop is good stuff.
I heard there's some connection with the harems. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to talk about that. What we want is freedom for all of our K-pop singers and dancers. They can do whatever they want to do.
It make happy.
Whatever makes Kim happy makes me happy.
Mr. President.
Yes, you obnoxious woman. Go ahead.
No, I'm a different one.
Oh.
I'm a Bitch Phillips from E! News.
Bitch Phillips.
Mr. President, what's your favorite racial slur?
Oh, that was a good question. I really appreciate that because it's one of those questions. It's like, when did you stop beating your wife? It's like that question. And I gotta say, my absolute favorite racial slur is honky. I hear it all the time.
Well said,
everywhere
sir.
I go. Honky.
Must
Mr.
be a lot of
President.
honkies around.
Yes, young man.
Mike Truck from NBA Jams. I just wanted to interrupt and ask Mr. Kim, how many virginal Korean pussies have you grabbed?
You say I would have to answer a question.
Oh, Kim, you're here now. Now I hear it. Chairman Kim. Chairman Kim, what about all that pussy I heard about you grabbing?
27.
27. No, I don't even believe that.
Specific?
Thousand.
I'm gonna say that could.
Mr. Kim,
They don't complain.
will you let
They're
men
no
have
better.
your own haircut?
Oh no. No. How you say? No dies.
Listen, no man can have Trump's haircut, and no man can have Chairman Kim's haircut. Well, that's it. We've solved world peace. It's happened. Thank you. Denuclearize Korea.
Good job.
Good job.
World
I'm
peace.
going to McDonald's.
Right from New York. It's Sunday night.
All right,
Oh,
back to
all
the podcast.
Wow,
All
that was
right.
rough.
Oh, we're
Good
back.
stuff.
We're back.
Interruption over.
The world's still running, people. It's still running.
For now.
My jaw hurts
Thank
after I do
goodness.
Kim Jong Un.
Thank you.
That's what she said.
it just clenching in terror? Is that why? So like,
I really thought
teeth
I really
grinding.
thought Patrick would jump on that. to
He had
say,
a couple of different accents there.
yeah. Well, you know.
it's just you've always done that voice the same way, and it's basically the voice from Team America World Police. It's Kim Jong Il from Team America World Police. And then
And then I just threw a curveball there.
oh, Mr. Trump.
I became Yakamoto.
Oh, Takimatose.
That's it. That's that one.
I keep book of 5 rings next to bedstand. I read it every night. I sharpen my katana.
too much workshopping.
We go to the Disney World.
Oh,
Mickey
Tom's
Mouse.
watching.
Say Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Welcome to
Man.
Yeah, welcome to Verbal Assault. Hey, everybody, what's up?
Hey,
So,
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
you
we
guys-
just got here.
just now. Yeah. We had to listen to that CNN thing first.
Yeah,
Just
we've
like the
been
rest of
listening to
you.
it's a
this
live feed.
For everybody that just heard that, send in your
Hate mail.
hate mail or your love mail. Maybe you liked it.
Or your questions.
Or you could leave it on that voicemail thing.
Yeah, verbal assault at 865.316.6955.com.
You have not changed that.
Yeah, oh man, we almost got it where you can call in, and I think there's a conspiracy. I think Google is fucking with us. I had it all worked out where we could receive phone calls, and there's,
I think I got an idea.
do
It'll
you?
work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
talk.
Cool.
We'll talk.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to tell you guys I've been thinking about a new diet, and I thought I saw an inspirational video that you guys might
Okay.
Is this something that you came up with? This diet,
He
or
saw an
you
inspirational
you
video?
No,
found-
I saw
found
an
that
inspirational video that will just help you guys understand where I'm going. Okay.
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 Oh, this is hard.
If you gain weight from too much chow, I will never call you a cow. I respect you and cows.
Don't use cow as an insult.
If you eat every single fig, I will never call you a pig. I respect you and pigs.
Don't use pig as an insult. Animals are innocent. Don't be speciesist. Never use the name of an animal as an insult for a human. Animals are innocent. Don't be speciesist. Never use the name of an animal as an insult for a human.
If you avoid thoughts that are deep, I will never call you a sheep. I respect you and sheep.
Don't use sheep as an insult.
If you get scared and your pulse quickens, I will never call you a chicken. I respect you and chickens.
Don't use chicken as an insult. Animals are innocent. Don't be speciesist. Never use the name of an animal as an
If you
insult
get
for a
scared,
human.
and what was it?
Animals are
And your pulse quickens, I will never call you a chicken.
I respect you and chickens.
That's right. Don't
If you're
use
disloyal and
chicken
we
as
have
an
a spat,
insult.
I will never call you a rat. I
Yeah,
respect
that rap
you
is
And like
gonna
when
turn me
Gordon-
vegan.
And like when Gordon Ramsay says to people in Hell's Kitchen, "You stupid cow!"
Don't
say
use
that.
cow as an insult, Dave.
Respect
Shouldn't
you
say that.
and cows.
I
And both
respect you
at
and-
the same time,
Yes, at the same amount.
equally.
That's great. I'm glad that you chose that path, Steve-O.
Yeah, I want to respect cows and sheep and you.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, don't be speciesist, okay? Never use the name of an animal as an insult for a human.
He's such a snake.
Stop it.
Oh, that is one. That is one later.
Yeah.
Yeah, later on in the song.
Was that you dancing in the background?
He can't say.
Thanks. Because, I mean, Uncle Tommy and
Uncle Tommy.
Aunt Lizzie would just be mad at me.
The people in the video.
Do they beat you like a dog?
Because he left
No,
veganism.
they respect him and dogs.
Well,
You
they,
can't
they
stop saying that. You're
they-
just gonna make them mad.
well they probably beat him now because he left veganism,
Yeah.
eating stuff now.
Yeah.
It sounds like the same people from the Jesus is my nigga.
They also
What?
sound like the
What?
people that
Have you
do
never
selling
seen
service.
Jesus? Oh man. Have you never seen that video, Patrick?
I've never heard of this.
I would have
Please
thought.
don't show it to me.
I don't wanna
I'm
see
not-
that.
I'm not going to show you, but it's the same kind of thing, like really poorly done, and
I-
they
It's
say
really
that.
funny.
I won't say it twice because I know people freak out, but
I hate the word
it's
Jesus.
it's like a,
Best part of this podcast, shut it down.
I respect you and
Jesus.
Jesus.
Don't use Jesus as an insult.
Oh, you said Jesus. I thought you said Cheez-Its.
No.
Jesus.
Oh.
That is the title of this episode.
Jesus.
I hate the word Jesus.
Thank you,
Something
everyone.
about that name, oh.
Everybody that can't see me, I'm telling you, I'm bowing.
All right.
Funny thing is that title won't be censored by iTunes.
No.
Many others would.
No.
But that one won't.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Sorry, Jesus.
Just I hate the name, or I hate the word Jesus.
Yeah, they won't censor that. No, of course
I
not.
wouldn't think so. But who
Yeah.
would?
Said I hate the word Allah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Did I
dangerous.
change it to Allah and
No.
find out?
You should change it to Jesus is still all right with me.
I hate that song.
Oh, even the DC Talk version? Shit.
Oh, yeah. No, that's they
just
are.
all right.
Jesus is just all right.
All right, yeah.
They can't say that every time. I'm
It's-
on it.
Jesus is just all right, which I always thought was weird because I thought that was making it less like he's just all right.
I mean, he's not
Yeah.
great like Zeus and stuff. He's just all right.
I mean, Zeus can turn into like a golden cloud and go and rape a chick and
Mhm.
impregnate her.
Here's
Especially
That's how
his
he rolls,
sister.
You know.
Yeah.
Here's what I discovered. The original song was Jesus is just all right, but DC Talk said Jesus is still all right. Probably because they felt the same as you about it.
So
Jesus
it's
is just all right with me. Just all right. That's not the way they
Well,
thought.
they're doing they were doing a cover remake, so it makes sense to say still.
Yeah.
Years later. I like that. I like it. Good on DC Talk. Oh, what's his name? What's that
Toby?
rapper's- Yeah, Toby Mac.
Toby Mac.
Toby Mac.
We can't do it.
We gotta talk
Oh,
over
this
this
is
to
good shit.
avoid royalties. That's the DC Talk one.
Way better than the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah, I had it backwards. I thought they said just.
Patrick, what were these stories you had?
Oh, you got my links.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know which one you pull up first.
Oh, I can just.
I just found them before we did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, here, let's just share.
they're in no specific order. Just found them last minute.
All right. Well, how about this?
Oh, yeah, this one, lady strangles a bobcat.
What?
Yeah. It came to her home and it was attacking her. So she strangled it and held on to it till the ambulance came.
Did she invite it in?
No, it was outside on the porch or something like that. So
It's not a
just walking
vampire.
over. Yeah. It's not a
Uncle
vampire.
Tommy and Aunt Lizzie don't
And
find
then,
out about that.
yeah, and then one of her family members just came up and stabbed it while she was strangling it. Yeah.
With a butter knife.
Yeah, they said it was like a rabid bobcat.
I got it, me ma.
I forgot where it was, but I saw that. It
Well,
was
it
funny.
says Georgia
Wait,
woman.
we're gonna eat it.
Yeah,
What?
Georgia woman saved her own life. Yeah, so it's somewhere in Georgia.
Yeah, they probably kept that bobcat later.
She really didn't have a choice, Cleveland said. She did
Yeah,
the
she
best she
said every
could,
time
and
she
she
looked
did.
at her grip and try to attack. Yeah, it's a fucking bobcat. That lady's strong as shit.
It
Yeah.
just kept squealing
Yeah.
and howling the whole time. Just squealing and howling.
Swirling, rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
I told that story on the podcast when I was camping when I was a little kid, haven't I?
What?
My friend, with my friends, like it was me and three of my friends. And my friend lived way out in the woods in Florida and Central Florida, and it was really late at night, and we were just, you're up, you're telling ghost stories, you're scared, you got your flashlight or whatever, sitting in the tent, and then suddenly I hear my friend's dad yell, look out for the bobcat. And he took this cat and just threw it at us into the tent. Like this cat was fucking pissed. He had it and hurled it at us, and the cat just attacked.
Wait, where'd he get the cat?
Huh?
Where'd the cat come from?
It was just their cat.
Oh.
He just grabbed their cat, but it wasn't a cat that liked being messed with, apparently. Because he grabbed it and threw it on us, and it was like those cartoons where you see, you like the little cloud with the paws flying. It was like that. It just went at everybody, and we were screaming in terror. It's great.
Oh, man. I had a friend who had a cat that would, like, you wouldn't even be paying it any attention, and it would just walk up to you and just, it wasn't declawed, and it would just start patting your hands and biting you, and it would mean it. It was not fucking around. It was the meanest cat I've ever been around. I've never been around a cat that you just could not. Wait, what'd you say?
I said, did it just want pets? Is that all it was?
Yeah, you just like patting your hand.
Cat whispered.
No, like patting it like a cat, like pow, 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 pow. When they're claw, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, my other friend who was at this incident, he had a cat. I don't remember his name. They just called it the attack cat. And you would just be walking through their house, and it would sit up on like a high shelf, and wait for you to walk by, and then just like fucking jump on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Attack cat. Yeah.
What do you got here? What is this video?
It's just a dog trying to eat.
Stupid dog is what that is. Look at him.
Trying to eat. He's just trying
Don't
to eat
use
food.
dog as an insult.
I mean, really?
Look at him.
Don't use stupid dog as an insult.
That
The
dog could
door's
go through
open.
that door,
Yeah.
but he won't eat.
Oh
He's
God,
so
it's
hungry.
So
He's
cute.
just so hungry though.
So
Little
they
fella.
starved it for weeks.
Yeah, this is terrible.
I
How
love
could
that
they-
dog.
You
What is
guys
this,
gotta
like
watch
Russians?
you gotta watch the live stream, y'all.
A live. Oh, I thought you meant of the dog.
I say, wait, there's a live.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
what they do.
Oh,
20
you should say he's still doing it, y'all. He's still
Yeah.
trying to.
This is actually recorded in 2015. That dog,
They moved on to a different dog because
Yeah.
it died.
the other food got stale. They changed it.
All right.
This
Oh,
one,
I saw
you
it.
seen this?
Oh my God.
This is
What
the
Yeah.
what is it? Transgender. Went
Let's see,
from
let me
female to male, but in her or his male stages gave
transgender is what it calls them in here.
what
Transgender.
transgender
Mhm.
gave birth to a
the
child, but,
Suckled her, the
yeah.
child.
but wants the child to see him as the father. It's really weird. Yeah, gave birth to it, and then if you scroll down a little bit further, I think you see the wife husband.
Oh!
Yeah, that
Let's see.
it's really big. I mean, she's just sitting on the
is
couch there.
Is she transgender also?
Oh,
Have you read
Yeah,
the-
yeah, I'm pretty sure that she is because they said in the article, I forgot the guy's name, like they were trying to conceive naturally. So I guess
Sebastian Sparks.
the wife still had a penis.
The dude,
Yeah.
the
The dude
in
wife.
front still had a penis, but he also had breast. I don't get it.
No,
'Cause
the dude closest to the camera.
that
was a
is
woman.
the
Actual
girl, the woman
Oh,
that is
okay,
becoming a
and then
man. The one in the back,
is
I
actually
believe, is a dude.
Yeah, or was.
He's wearing a muumuu. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like she has a beard from here, but it's far away. I don't know.
Yeah, if
I
you could
don't
zoom
think it's
that
a
in.
beard
Yeah,
though.
this
I think it was
This
like
is a good
skin fat.
example of.
Yeah, I can't zoom in. It's just
Okay.
zooming in on text. It won't zoom in on the picture itself.
That's probably for the best. What are you saying?
Oh, he's gonna save it.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna save it.
What are you saying? Wait,
There
save
we
it
go. Here we go.
Nope.
All right.
Oh,
No, that is skin. That is not a beard.
Wait, let's see.
It's a different color
It's a
than the
skin
rest of her
beard.
face.
I can't.
Neck fat. I don't know.
Don't use
got
fat
that
as an
beard.
insult.
It's got
Not
that
an insult. I'm just stating the obvious.
George
That's what it
Lucas
is.
neck bowl.
We're horrible people.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne
like
and Jabba the Hutt.
George R.R. Martin too.
Yeah, that's probably who it is. That's what he does. Like in his spare time, spend time with his transgender wife, husband.
He wears a little captain's hat and pretends he's George R. R.
Yes.
Martin. Yeah, has a little pipe.
But yeah, I just thought that was a weird. That kid, I'm pretty sure it's
Poor
gonna be
kid.
messed up.
That poor kid.
Well,
Dave-
yeah, it's obviously you can't say that they shouldn't be able to or anything. But yeah, it's not ideal. It's not an ideal living situation probably, and the kid will probably have issues. Maybe, or maybe maybe the kid will be more forward thinking than the rest of us who sit here and make jokes about these two people. They'll be
Steve,
far
what does forward
farther-
thinking even mean? What does that mean? Forward thinking.
Well, yeah.
Like, is there
forward-thinking
something
kinda-
good for society within that phrase? Forward thinking, as in.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure that forward thinking is really the phrase I meant, but yeah, I think so. I think like looking to the future and seeing like what will our social norms be in the future, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to gravitate to that. You know what I mean? We're definitely not gonna stop transgender people or name your non-normal thing, and we're not going to stop them from having kids or anything. I think. Well, I don't even know what the science says about it. I'm pretty sure that it's. I mean, naturally, it's
says
easier to
mother
go
and
with
father
mother
raising
and father.
together.
Yeah, is the easiest, most friction-free way of doing it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the kid is going to turn out bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying that this child, who knows? It might be loving parents. They might not be completely insane. Who knows? But
Good
you,
point.
there are things that on average are normal. Okay, the vast majority of people identify with the sex they were quote labeled with at birth, and so-called cisgendered. I'm a cisgendered male over here. They said I was a boy. Hey, I feel like a boy. Bekah feels like a woman.
I feel like a woman.
I feel like a woman.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Let's go, girl.
The point is, like, and I'm not saying like don't like, hey, those people should not raise kids. But what I am saying is that we should look long and hard about these things, and I feel like there needs to be a more emphasis. Like, it's okay to be in a traditional family. It's almost become like passe, or like, ooh, you're gonna get married and have kids?
A regular mom and dad?
Gross.
Oh, how pedestrian.
I want to talk about friction free for a second, because you're saying, the science behind it says that a traditional, what is it, nuclear family? Is that what it is? Where it's the mom and dad and the two kids and the blah, blah. Okay. I am fucked up in the head because of a lot of things that happened to me in my childhood. Yeah. There are a lot of things that I can correlate directly to situations that I encountered with my parents.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
How much worse would that be if your mom was like wearing a tuxedo and your dad?
How do you know it would be worse? I can't watch sex scenes on movies without feeling uncomfortable, because my mom drilled it into my head that it was naughty and it was really bad for me to see. But who's to say that if I had a mother or a father that was a different kind of thinker, and they wanted me to see it and accept it, and how different would I look at that now?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily friction free. It's not necessarily just because you have what is considered the traditional norm, you're going to turn out to be the traditional norm. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying either that I think that everybody should get to go forward and choose whatever they think that their special self deserves to be seen as by the rest of society, and everybody just has to fucking take a pill and deal with it. But I'm saying that it's not necessarily going to be harmful to the child for a situation like that to happen. Yeah, anything can be harmful to a child. It's just what you're subjected to and how you come out of it.
Well, that's what I said. They could be loving couple. It would be better than a foster. A lot of abuse happens in foster homes and shit like that. I was just saying that overall the traditional family is best. It's shown to be best, but at the same time, the idea of raising a child with very strict fundamentalist ideas, that can also be harmful. Like, I lived my whole early life thinking that a demon would possess me at any moment. Like, I dealt with that all the time. I had that fear. I didn't sleep at night all the time because of that. But at the same time, despite all that, I still think I turned out pretty good. Mm-hmm. Think so. And the good things outweighed the bad, and not to excuse those kind of bad things that my dad later on apologized for, like, hey, I'm sorry I did that to you when you were a kid, but yeah, it's not to say like, no, they absolutely can't do this. It just, when you see that kind of stuff and you see those ideas, you go like, oh, like that. You go like, man, how can that turn out good? Maybe it can, but you do worry and go, man, that person looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to like think of like how to say, or if to say what I'm thinking, because I don't know if I'm like making a premature judgment, but I see there might be some mental health issues in this situation. You have a severely overweight woman, presumably, with this very young, strapping.
Dude. That was dude.
I know, but I'm saying, if I just saw this picture and I know nothing else about it, what I'm looking at is, well, you also tell me that these are the two parents. I also have to know that. and we have a severely unhealthy mother in the background with this, and that looks older to me. I don't know how old this person is, with a very young, pretty thin, strapping young man. It looks like some sort of a codependence sort of a relationship that might not be healthy. You know, it's not about the transgender thing. You know, I wonder if there's some other kind of mental health stuff going on. But that being said, there are all kinds of crazy shit going on in all families, and you know, we're not looking at a picture of them. You know, you're not worried about it, but here you see this picture, you're like, I'm not sure if that looks healthy on the face of it. You know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's say that dude on the floor was a coastal wolf.
Who says he's not?
How would you be thinking about it right now? What if he was like just waiting for the day he could give his kid a tail? Like these things run along the same lines to me. And I just will say, this is just me talking out loud. And that's the thing. Like, it's not me trying to attack these kind of people and say, yeah, you're just pieces of shit or whatever. I'm just looking at that and going, man, what's that kid's life going to be like? Is that a good thing? I don't know, but we don't know.
I think he's got one thing going for him, is that his dad's in good shape.
His dad, mom is ripped.
Yeah. Because anytime I see a parent that is especially that overweight, it's like, well, the kid's doomed. I mean, the kid will be raised to eat the way they do. That worries me. That pisses me off more than anything else. Like, that is the most obvious unhealthy situation to raise a child in, is in a household where the norm is to just eat anytime you can fit something in there.
Yeah, kids upset, stuff a Twinkie in their mouth.
You're not giving them a chance because you start it before they can even talk.
Yeah. And that could be said whether the woman or man in the background was a woman or a man.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's the way I mean that. That's the first thing. Like, I saw that, and I'm like, okay, that's unhealthy. Has nothing to do with transgender. That is unhealthy.
Bruce Vilanch from Hollywood Squares, you know, like you ever watch that?
Is it the host?
No,
Bruce Vilanch. He's got like weird hair.
Look at that picture, and you'll know.
Yeah, if you Google Bruce Vilanch, he's got these small glasses, big face like that.
Blonde hair coming down here.
And it's like cut here with bangs, and it comes down like a mushroom top.
Yeah, pull him up. Pull up Brucey.
Oh yeah. I'm working on it. And there you go.
So, yeah. Do you want him raising your kid? You want him raising a kid? You want him like watch the kid on afternoon? No, you don't.
Wait. Let's compare.
No. That was right.
It's all right. Okay, we made it funny. So anything that we said that might have been taken as bigoted, we just made it funny. So it's okay.
Don't use Bruce as an insult.
Steve, I do not take the characterization of bigoted. I am talking this shit out. We're just talking about it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
if in the future, there are ever, like, thousands of people listening, going back through the old episodes, and they listen to this, understand we're talking things out and dangerously, because we're doing it online and whatever. But we don't necessarily stand behind any statements that we make. We reserve the right to be wrong.
True. Yeah.
Right?
Well, this is a really good point, and I hope I can get it across. Jordan Peterson was talking about this. He had this interview where somebody was talking about the problem, like the Me Too movement, things happening in workplaces, and he's like, "Well, I don't know what it means. We don't know what it's like for men and women to work together. Like, traditionally, that's never happened before. This is very recent, where men and women have worked in the same place at the same time." And he just said, there are many things coming up. Like, here's something we know. We know that red lips and like flushed cheeks is a sign of sexual attraction. Like it's a sign of sexual arousal. I mean, that means a woman is sexually aroused. Like that's blood flowing to the lips and the face. So is it a good thing for women to be wearing makeup in the workplace? And he's like, what he's saying is, we don't know the answers to these questions, and I'm just talking about it. And immediately all the headlines are, Jordan Peterson says women shouldn't wear makeup.
Yeah.
You know, they're not, there's no nuance there. What he's talking about the issue, and he's working at himself, and he's saying we need to have a conversation about these things. There are a lot of factors here we don't yet understand. There's a lot of psychology going on here. And that's the kind of thing that I do, that I do on the podcast. Like I say this stuff, I rant about stuff, and it doesn't mean, oh, Nathan just hates trans people. No, that's not what it means. I'm talking about the overall culture, what could be good and could be bad. Like if you're a trans person, I get it. That's how you feel. Okay, good. That doesn't mean you're normal. Don't expect everybody to accept that that's normal. It's not. Be proud of the fact that of who you are.
What is the definition of the word trans?
Somebody that transitions from one gender to the other, like male to female or female to male,
or to a dragon. I don't know.
Yeah, or to a dragon, or
what the prefix means, like a cross, right?
Right. That's relating to a molecular structure in which two particular atoms or groups lie on opposite sides of a given plane in the molecule. So opposites. You're not normal. You're opposite. You're different. It's not normal. Opposite of normal. It's not normal. That's what you are.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of things are not normal. Not being normal is not a bad thing. I mean, it's like duh. But it's like you have to say it nowadays. Not being normal is okay. Just because someone says you're not normal doesn't mean that they're saying you suck.
Yeah. Exactly. If you're walking around your house on a live stream in your underwear, that's not normal. It's not normal.
I mean, if you know that there's a live stream going on, at some point it's just exhibitionism.
And it's not like it happens every Friday at the same time.
Right.
So
Along about the same time.
It's not like you could have known.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like counterculture movements. Like I've said this before, like fucking punk rock, metal, and all that shit. These people didn't say fuck the system and then say, but we need acceptance.
Right.
We like if you don't like it, oh, that really hurts my feelings. No, like, if you don't like it, fuck you. That's what it is. Like if you're gonna be counterculture, then be counterculture. Don't be counterculture and then say, please, I need acceptance.
Right.
Yep.
Fucking own it. Like just buy into your shit. That's what that's what I was talking about with the Therians. If you're gonna be a wolf, fucking be a wolf.
Be that wolf.
Your shit. Go eat some meat. Go eat some raw meat.
Not a snail.
Quit talking about fucking about animals worrying about animals hurting. No, if you're a wolf, you're gonna kill animals and you're gonna love it. Let's be honest.
That didn't sound insulting. No, that's okay.
You should respect animals.
I don't care if it's insulting. It's part of free speech is being insulting. It's insulting. Okay. Go move on. That's what I'm saying. Move on. You want to call me a bigot? I'll be like, okay, I'm going to move on. Great. I get it. Okay,
why
bye.
is it that it's part of free speech to be insulting?
Because sometimes it's required to get a point across. You have to offend somebody, but it's more important that you get the point across because the idea is what's the most important, not the person's feelings. It's not that free speech has to be offensive or what did you say, insulting. It's that it reserves the right to be if it needs to be, and not for the sake of being, but just if I say something that is contrary to what you think, that has to be okay. That's what free speech is.
Insult is completely subjective.
Right.
I can say, I believe in the Bible and the nuclear family is the best way. I'm insulted. That's wrong. I'm insulted. Well, I have, like, you can say you're insulted about anything. Anybody can say they're insulted about anything. So then what does that mean? Does that mean if you're insulted, then I can't have my belief in a nuclear family that it's a good thing. I can't have my belief that, you know, abortion's wrong or whatever it may be. Your insult, it doesn't come into, you can just be insulted.
It has no.
Then free speech to say, I think you're an asshole. That's your free speech too. Oh, I'm insulted. It's just okay. Like if you insult me, it just goes back the other way. Then I'm like, well, you can't insult me. Like I have my religious belief. You can't insult me. So then at some point, there's no speech. It completely shuts down. All speech is gone because insult can't be allowed.
I was just commenting on the fact that you didn't use the word wolf in an insulting way. That was where I was going.
Oh, I was so trying to think of an animal insult to throw at you, and I just couldn't.
He likes marmosets.
There's really a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep
like, don't be such a hummingbird, Dave. I want to hear it.
That's a good one.
If you need another insult,
animal as an insult for a human. Animals are innocent. Never use the name of animal as an insult. Don't be speciesist.
they're just gonna say it till the end.
Sheep. Don't use sheep as an insult.
Sheep.
If you get scared and your pulse quickens, I will never call you a chicken. I respect you and chickens.
Sheep's clothing an offensive thing?
Yeah.
Insulting?
Because it killed a sheep.
Oh, you're a sheep. Oh, you fucking sheep. Yeah, you fucking sheep.
It's mostly insulting to the wolf because they have to put on a sheep's clothing.
Right.
They have to subject themselves to that.
What if that wolf is trans?
I was
trans species.
I was thinking trans sheep. I
mean, you've just insulted that wolf.
Unless the sheep is
you can't say that.
The sheep is an Ethereum.
Yeah. What if
no, the wolf is Ethereum, right?
Definitely has to be.
The sheep believes it's really a wolf.
No, it's the wolf that thinks it's a sheep.
That thinks it's Ethereum.
Wolf tears off the sheep's skin and wears it.
Like Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs.
There he is.
See, did he do it again?
Brad.
There's Brad
just
again.
walking around in his underwear there.
Watch it this time.
Brad
Steve.
on the internet.
Everybody on stream, watch.
Yep, everybody on
There he goes, rubbing his nipples. Now he's just throwing his junk around.
Everybody watch the stream. You are missing out.
Oh my God.
We're living in a nudist colony down here in Florida.
Facebook Live. How do you allow
the camera sees right through them?
All right, Becca, we don't have much time, but we're going to play a little bit of this game. I don't know. We're going to do it quick. We got to do it quick.
Okay, so we have this game. It's called something along the lines of God Hates Charades.
That's exactly what it's called.
I saw an ad for it.
That's insulting.
Yeah. I saw an ad for it on Facebook. Surprisingly, they allowed it with it being as insulting as it is. And basically, we're all going to kind of play verbal charades, and we have a character and a scenario, and we have to all try to get each other to guess who we're being and what's going on with us at the current moment. So I gave you guys all your little options to pick from there, and I figure I'll let you go first so that I don't pick the same person that you guys have picked, because we all there was only a couple of different cards that I handed out. So I know that I think Patrick should be ready, huh? You should be ready to do yours.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll start with Patrick.
It's going to be loud, so you know.
It's going to be loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody get your ears ready.
Okay.
I could eat a peach all day.
What?
Give us more, please.
What more do you need? It's obvious.
All right, you guys want to take a guess, or Give up.
I could eat a
Steve,
peach
go
all
ahead.
day.
Oh man, we don't have the same things,
No, I
right?
don't
The
think
same
so, no.
characters or anything like that, right? Then it's somebody enjoying a peach.
No, it's not somebody enjoying a
Not
peach.
just anybody. But, okay.
That's somebody being
Is it
afraid of a peach.
Keanu Reeves.
No.
Could eat a peach all day.
I don't know. I know it's funny, but I don't know.
I don't. Give us another clue.
A clue? The line was from a movie.
Oh.
It is on Netflix.
Oh. Well, I've definitely
It's right
seen it
there.
then
It's
because
right
I have
can't.
Netflix.
I don't want to get because if I tell you what it's from, it's gonna ruin it. So
I could eat a peach all day.
You ruined it.
Who's somebody that's on Netflix in a movie? Will Smith.
It's peaches.
no,
Oh man.
I'll say it may be an early 2000s movie.
Will Ferrell.
Peach all day.
No.
It's Will Ferrell being afraid of a peach. I
No.
got it.
Why don't you tell us?
It's Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I thought it's not like
That
Nicolas
was
Cage.
Nicolas Cage from Face Off. That's a line in it.
Oh, we haven't watched that recently.
Yeah.
We were planning on watching it. Shit.
Eating a pussy with a bib. I can't really say I'm gonna take a bib, put a bib on, and do that. But yeah.
That's the sound.
Oh my god!
I just was looking at all of his Nick Cage's just
That's-
losing his shit, and that's what
it
I
sounds
imagine.
like when you eat pussy.
Let's hear it again.
What Nick Cage eating pussy is what it is.
Go again. That's good.
Oh my god! I think
Well, now this is unprecedented because apparently me and Patrick got the same stuff, and that was exactly the same thing that I chose.
No way.
can we
Do it.
Can we
Let's
hear
hear
your
yours.
version? Can we hear your version?
Well, I don't know.
Please.
Come on. Come on.
I shouldn't have said anything.
That's true. We
I
should have
really-
all done
oh,
the
man,
same
I
one.
really should. So what you want to do is take your bib and tie it real tight because there's going to be a lot of projectiles. If you're doing
Keanu Reeves eating ribs.
If you're doing it right.
Keanu Reeves eating ribs.
First thing you want to do is locate the labia minora and labia majora.
Yeah.
And
All
you
right.
wanna
Okay.
Pull them apart, and there's like a little bean inside there, and you want to just.
All right.
Okay, but now you have to do a different one. You have to
Excellent.
pick another one, like on the
No,
fly.
On the
He
fly.
has to,
I do.
because Patrick had the same one as him. I'm sorry, I did not mean to give you guys the same ones. Dave, do you have yours ready?
No.
Oh no. Nathan, how much notice do you need?
What was the name of this game called?
God Hates Charades.
Got a lot of dead air.
Oh yeah.
A lot of dead air.
We're
I
still
keep-
talking.
I keep looking back and forth at him and going, nah, I can't do that.
All right, I got.
Oh,
mine.
that's a good
got
idea.
one, I
Oh
got
no,
one.
I can't do that.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Go.
This is how am I gonna do this? Oh yeah, it hurts so much it's good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you feel lucky, bitch?
It's Clint
I was
Eastwood.
gonna say Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Clint Eastwood getting a prostate
I've been-
exam.
My life has sucked so much. This feels so good. Yeah. Yeah.
It's Clint Eastwood. I guess going down a water slide,
Yeah.
Is
getting on a horse for the first time, shooting another man,
Taking a bath?
putting on a new pair of chaps.
Clint Eastwood getting massage.
This is Clint Eastwood banging away the pain.
Oh, that's okay. That makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
I felt
Actually,
very uncomfortable doing that. I'd much rather be
Good.
Trump grabbing pussy than.
That's funny.
okay. Steve-O, did you pick a second one to do?
Oh man, it's just so fucking. All right. So this old man, he had this fuzzy little creature, and he gave it to this other old man, and it's called a mogwai, and he's not supposed to feed it after midnight, and he's not supposed to let it touch water. That's science.
Bill Nye explaining gremlins.
There you go.
That's good. That was very good.
And
Dave, beat him.
I can't. That's why I mean, everybody
Dave.
else is so much better, and I'm going, man. I just can't make this
Just
work.
try it, Dave.
Pick an Asian. Do Kim Jong Un.
I don't have
I'm
one.
sure it's on there.
Just pretend.
Let's see here.
Or
Check.
pick a Frenchman and do Kim Jong Un,
There you go.
yeah. Pick a Russian.
and then just still do Kim Jong
Pick an
Un.
American and do Kim Jong Un.
I mean, okay. Let's see.
Minor chi.
I gotta get my center going. I mean, it's really vast. We're not talking big. We're talking vast. It goes on and on. Vast.
Sylvester Stallone.
Batman.
Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage eating a pussy.
It's Batman talking about the vastness of the universe while
Ah.
high.
Nice.
Very good.
All right.
Very good. Okay, I've got mine. Are you ready?
Ready.
Save the best for last.
No, I literally just came up with this. I wrote it down though. Joe, what are you doing in my big white presidential poster with Michelle?
Obama.
Barack Obama finding somebody banging his wife.
His best friend,
His best
Joe
friend,
Biden,
Joe
Oh,
Biden.
Joe,
Best
yeah.
friend Joe Biden.
banging his wife.
Nice. I like that Obama.
Yeah,
It was not
good.
good.
Yeah.
I was good.
No, that was good.
On the fly. That was
Yeah.
a good. That was a good attempt. That was good. I love the Michael reference. That was great. Good callback to Michelle Obama's
Like
huge
2
penis,
years ago.
huge floppy dong.
You
She's
got to
got
listen to every show.
big girthy dong. Michelle Obama has
Dirthy gong.
girthy gong.
Did you guys see on Twitter the tweet that Nathan shared after last week's episode about my personal theory and feelings about Anthony Bourdain and sharing those beliefs and feelings with somebody else? Did you see that?
I saw his Twitter post about you being right, I think.
Because I'm on the same page with somebody else that he respects.
Okay, yeah. What was it? Because I didn't read the article. I flipped through it, but I was busy. I didn't read the article. So what was the view that you voiced that was the same?
That I didn't believe it was a suicide, and it's just because I don't want to think it's a suicide. But
Oh,
there is someone else that does not think that it was a suicide, and that
Yeah,
someone
I did
else
see
was
this then. Okay.
Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex Jones, who we have a lot of respect for.
Every time I respect. Let me be clear. I respect Alex Jones's broadcast ability and his ability to get really rich selling gold and fucking storable food.
Yeah.
Genius. He's one of the best talk show hosts ever. But anytime somebody high profile kills themselves, he goes on this thing like they were about to expose the truth. Like that's what he says. Like Anthony Bourdain was going to come out against the deep state and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. But yeah, it was funny. Bekah.
That's right. It was Alex Jones, and that's why I think that might have been why I didn't read too far.
It took me a minute because everybody had been tweeting about Anthony Bourdain this week, and because it had happened so soon after the show last week, it took me a long time to get that memory from the well.
Bekah, You have written a lot tonight.
Yeah, but it hasn't all been
I
poetry.
mean, it's still. I'm pretty excited about this. This
I mean,
poem.
right there. I mean, it's macaroni and cheese, onions, baked ham.
Why
It's
would
a
I have?
grocery
Is that the list of things I'm not going to buy at the store? Macaroni and cheese, no. Onions, no.
That's
Think-
what Dave is
Right
saying.
on top, it says things to throw at Nathan.
No, it says Jeff Gropin from CNN at the top of my piece of
Jeff
paper.
Gropin.
I
Did
didn't
you
want to
say that
forget
earlier?
that.
Did
Yeah.
you say
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
Gropin?
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I did. Well, I was really hoping for one more good line from you guys. I just
It
need
took me
one
forever
thing,
to pick that one up.
I
got
just
one.
need one thing to cinch this whole poem
I
up.
got it. It's right here. You
Okay.
know the line. You already know the line. Just go
I
and
see
write it
that
down.
Brad wearing clothes now.
What is it?
You know the line.
Brad be
Don't use pig as an insult. I
No.
don't.
It's cheer up cheese buns.
Cheer up cheese buns.
You don't. Here's one. You don't need an extra line if you're just reading between the lines.
Ooh. Don't be a flag, be a snail.
Yeah.
Well, I've already written down cheer up cheese buns, so
Okay.
be on the lookout for. I'll be on the listen out for that line.
For that one, it's coming at you.
You'll know it's
Listen out.
over
Mhm.
when I say that.
I'm always on the listen out.
Better believe it.
And it doesn't really work, but that's okay.
Kick your ball over.
This one is called Captain's Hat.
Captain's cat.
What is moving you? Momentum for the cause? Saving your own life as an insult to society? The fear of judgment? Look to the future. You don't have a choice. Attack life like it's a good thing. There are factors we don't understand, but we need acceptance. Please, I need acceptance. The sheep believes it's really a wolf. A good attempt to expose him. Cheer up, cheese buns.
All right. Thank you, Bekah. Thank you very much. I didn't feel insulted by that at all. Not at all. Thank you, Haywood Banks, for our theme song.
Thank you.
Support us on Patreon and leave a 5-star review on iTunes. That'd be sweet.
No Snickers after spring, Steve-O.
Oh, well, good, because I don't eat them, so I'll probably just keep it. I'm going to put it on my rack.
What is this no Snickers after spring?
That's Dave's philosophy. He said today at work, somebody said, Dave, do you have a Snickers in your car? He said, no Snickers after spring. That's what he said, as if it's no white after Labor Day, no Snickers after spring. That's Dave's philosophy in life.
It's a thing, man.
I have to do some research on this.
Well, you do. You better be careful. You're going to get back
Is it
some
gonna be a rabbit
deep
hole?
state shit.
All right.
I just have to say, before we sign off, I've just realized Brad gave me this Snickers, by the way. I guess he saw it and thought of me. Surprise, surprise.
That's very nice of
my
Brad.
God.
Did he have his clothes on when he gave it to you?
I don't know. Did you have your clothes on when you gave this to me? Yeah. Okay, yeah, he had his clothes on.
Yeah.
It says, we all know the Snickers thing. Who are you when you're hungry? Space Cadet. It's supposed to be a bad thing.
Right. But it's not.
Oh,
It's
that's
not.
what's up with that?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Or am I just always
Maybe-
hungry?
maybe
I'm
they're-
always hungry, right? Huh?
Maybe they're just angry when they're on Earth.
Don't
because
use
they're
hunger
not
I
as
mean,
an
space.
insult.
I mean, the fact that he gave that to you and you like space and it said Space Cadet, it made me snicker.
We all sound like Patrick's version of Nicolas Cage eating pussy right now.
I seriously almost turned this whole tale over, but then I thought about all the expensive stuff on it.
Because of
Pain
Dave's
myself.
joke.
Yeah, right on top of Dave.
Yeah, it'd be so funny.
Just make you
Just
snicker.
destroying so much equipment.
I'm sure it'd be all right.
Yeah.
You got those levels right.
Yeah, all those flames and hot wax and
Silly putty.
silly putty.
And don't forget me.
Sherlock Holmes sounding like little Kim Jong Un.
What are we still doing here?
That's right. Didn't we do a poem?
All right, yeah, we did
okay.
a poem.
Yeah.
No complaining
Oh,
about it.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's that phone number?
phone number to call
Phone
in.
number. Leave a voicemail because we still can't receive phone calls. 865-316-6955.
That didn't sound right to me.
Dave, can you help us out?
865 316 Oh, 69.55.
That's better.
Right.
That's much better.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Jesus.
Bless you.